Hi everyone. Today we are going to learn how to factorize. When we say when we are factorizing things, that means we are putting in brackets. Okay. Expanding means opening the bracket. But when we talk about factorizing, we are putting in the brackets. Factors are things that are times multiplied together to get the same number. So when you factorize, you're going to put the things in the bracket. But you need to be careful of one thing. You need to be careful of the sign. There are some steps that you follow when you factorize. First step that you do is that you will write each term in the factorized form. After writing each term in the factorized form, you would try to identify the highest common factor. The common factor is written outside the bracket, and the remaining thing, everything else, would come inside the bracket. So these are the things that you need to remember about factorizing. Let's start with the first sum. Let's do it with an example. I want to factorize 3x plus 6. We'll do step by step. Our first sum is we want to factorize 3x plus 6. So first we will write every term in the factored form. So if I am writing 3x in the form of factorization, I would do 3 times x, and the factors of 6 would be 2 times 3. I have written the plus sign as it is. So when I am factorizing, I will expand everything. Okay, I will write every term in the factorized form. Then I will identify the common factor. The common factor is 3. So 3 is the common factor. What is common is kept outside and everything else is inside the bracket. What is everything else? I have x plus 2. So this is the factorized form of 3x plus 6. When I open the bracket or when I expand, I will get the same answer as 3x plus 6. Now our next question is factorize 3xy. I will write each term in the factors form, so it would be 3 into x into y. There is nothing as common factor. There is nothing that can be kept outside the brackets. There is nothing that can be kept inside the brackets, so it's done. I want to factorize 12. What are the factor terms of 12? It could be 1 into 12, or it could be 2 into 6, or it could be 3 into 4. When I reciprocate, it becomes 4 into 3. So any of these things can be used to factorize it. Okay, let's do the next sum. We have to factorize x square plus 2x. If I have to factorize this, I will write every term in the factorized form. Since I'm going to write every term in the factorized form, it is going to become x into x. And this 2x, if I write in the factorized form, it would be 2 into x. Step 1 is done. Step 2, identify the common factor. So what is the common factor? X. The common factor is kept outside in the bracket. So outside, and then you will make a bracket of everything else. Everything else would be x plus 2. Done. Next sum, I have to factorize 3x square plus 6x square y. Write every term in the factorized form. So this would be 3 into x into x. 6 can be factorized as 2 into 3. Factors are terms when multiplied together. It gives me that term. X squared can be factorized as x into x, and y will be written as it is. Now we'll identify the common term, okay, common factors. So the common factors are 3x and x. So the common factors are 3x squared. Whatever is the common factor, I will keep outside, everything else inside. So over here, if everything goes outside, I am left with 1. What is left over here is 2y. Factorization done. Come on, let's do more sums of factorization. Write every term in the factorized form. So this would be 3 into x into x. Put the sign as it is. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. X square would be x into x, and then I have a y. After writing the terms, I will identify the common factors. So the common factor is 3x squared. Common factor is kept outside the bracket. Whatever is left, I'm left with 1 minus 2y. Whatever is left, everything else inside the bracket. Let's do the fourth sum. Identify the common factors, write every term in the factorized form. So this would be 5 into x, and 15 can be written as 3 into 5. If I get a common factor, it's very good. Identify the common factors. So the common factors are 5. Common factor is written outside, and in the bracket everything else, what is left is x plus 3. Common factor is written once outside the bracket. Let's do the next sum. Factorize 30. So I will try to find the factors of 30. We'll try to find the factors of 30. So what are factors of 30? We will see. 30. This is 2. 30 divided by 2. 2 times 15. 3 times 10 gives me 30. Let's see 30 divided by 4. It's not, we don't have any factor with 4. 5. 30 divided by 5. So 5 and 6 gives me 30. So I think these many factors of 30 is okay. Let's find the factors of 24. Factors of 24 would be 2 times 12, 3 times 24 divided by 3. So 3 times 8, 24 divided by 4. So 4 times 6. Okay. So now I have to factorize 30. We will try to see the common factor between 30 and 24. The common factor between 30 and 24 is 6. Anything else you can see? 2. Anything else you can see? Nothing. So 12 would be the common factor. But 12, does it go for 30? No. So I will use the common factor as 6, the highest common factor. So 6 into 5 is 30, and x square I will write x into x. Now for 24, 6 into 4 I will write as 24 and into x. Now the common factor is 6 and x. 6 and x. Write the common factor outside the bracket. Everything else, that is 5 and x minus 4. Everything else inside the bracket. So this is how you try to factorize. You will write the factors at one place and you will see which factor you can use because we need a common factor. Let's do the next sum. Factorize. 5p can be written as 5 into p plus p into t. Identify the common factor and write it outside the bracket, p. So what I'm left with is 5 plus p. Next. Factorize 3y. 3 into y. 12. 3 into 4. Identify the common factor. Whatever is common, I will write outside. Whatever is remaining, I will write inside the bracket. So y plus 4 is remaining. Now factorize this. 6 can be written as 2 into 3 into x square will be written as x into x. 4 can be written as 2 into 2 into x into y. Identify common factor. Common factor is 2x. What is left will be inside the bracket. So I'm left with 3x minus, over here 2x is gone. So I'm left with 3x minus 2y. Let's do the next sum. X square can be written as x into x minus 9 into x. Common factor is x. Common factor outside the bracket, remaining things inside. Here 12. Factors of 12 would be 2 into 6, 3 into 4. I think this much is sufficient. Factors of 8 would be 2 into 4. What are the common factors over here? 4. So 12 I can write as 3 into 4 into m. And 8 I will write as 2 into 4. 2 into 4 gives 8 into m into m. Identify the common factor. 4m. Common factor is written outside, everything else inside. So it is 3 plus 2m. Over here, 4t can be written as 2 into 2 is 4 into t. And 20 can be written as 2 into 10. Now I have 2 into 2 into t plus 10 can also be written as 2 into 5. Identify the common factor. It is 2 into 2 and 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Common factor is written outside. Everything else would come inside the bracket. So this would become t plus 5. Factorize. Try to do it yourself. Pause the video and do it. 15 can be written as 3 into 5 into A into B into B. Common factor. Common factor is 5A and B. 5A and B. Common factor is written outside. Everything else, that is A plus. Over here it is 3B. I'm left with 3B. Will be written inside the bracket. We do the next part, factorize 18 and 24. Factors of 18, 2 into 9. Factors of 24, 2 into 12. See other factors, we will take the highest factor. 3 into 6, 18. 24C, which table? 3 into 8 goes 18. 18 will not go in the table of 4. It goes in the table of 3. So what I will do is I'll factorize 18 as 3 into 6 into x. And 24 will be factorized as 3 into 8. The common factor is 3. That I will put outside the bracket. What I'm left with, 6x plus 8. I can still actually factorize this more. I can write 3. 6 can be further factorized as 2 into 3 into x. Plus 3 into 8 can be further factorized as 2 into 4. Now see the common factor. Common factor is 3 and 2. 3 and 2, 6. So common factor is 6. 6 would be outside the bracket. Everything else, that is 3x plus 4, inside the bracket. You can try these sums yourself. It's very easy. It's there in the worksheet. You can try these sums yourself, and there are few further examples of factorizing. This is your exercise 1.3 of factorizing simple equations. So here are some sums which is related to factorizing. Here you have to ensure that you're factorizing only two terms. When you factorize three terms, there is another technique. So I'm factorizing the terms completely. Here are some sums. Here are some 24 sums for your practice, which you need to factorize. And below is the marking scheme, the answer scheme for those 25 sums or those 24 sums. You need to factorize them. Try to match it with the answer key. The solution is provided down. Check it yourself. Remember, when you are factorizing, you need to break up, you need to multiply the terms in a way that you find a common factor. The common factor will be kept outside, everything else inside. So with this, I complete factorizing of two terms.